Well, what are you waiting for, Gary? Drive through there. No! No! No, no! Damn it! Get out of the way!
Hold it.
Damn it, you can't do this! No!
Hey, what's up, adventurers? Today I'm in Old Town, more specifically Fun Spot in Kissimmee, Florida. I'm going to take you guys to a fun little movie prop that nobody knows is here. Well, some might, but the average person that walks past it, you're not going to have any idea what this thing is. Look at this behind me here. Little mouse coaster. All right, let's go adventuring. So in 1989, two movies came out that used this prop I'm about to show you. The first was Tango and Cash with Sylvester Stallone, with a demon truck sort of thing. And the other one was Roadhouse with Patrick Swayze. Well, I'll show you the clips from the movie real quick. So yes, you recognize that. Well, right behind me, you will see what I'm talking about. What is that? Okay, so this behind me is, getting out of the sun here, it's really harsh. That is a Bigfoot truck that was used in two movies, Tango and Cash and Roadhouse. I remember it more from Roadhouse. I haven't seen Tango and Cash in a very long time. Let's go take a look at this thing. So this was built specifically for Roadhouse. It's called Big Fun. And then 95, if you've seen it in Roadhouse, they added these, 1995, they added these giant tires to it, these 25-foot tires. But let's walk over here. They've got a thing telling you all about Roadhouse. So it says Big Fun was built in May 1988 for filming of the movie Roadhouse. And of course, there's our big boy, Patrick Swayze, may he rest in peace. And it also starred Sam Elliott. The key scene, Big Fun, Jim Kramer blasted the truck through a car room. They actually spent $500,000, that's $500,000 on this practical effects scene to stage the blow up, the drive-through of the Ford dealership. Took 7 cameras and they did it one take. And then Bob Chandler at the wheel, Big Fun 7 was featured in the movie Tango and Cash starring Sylvester Stallone and Kurt Russell. The truck toured Australia for 4 months in 91, New Zealand in 92. Oh yeah, I've been to New Zealand. And then in 93, it actually, the truck toured Australia for 4 months. So in 95, it went under several months of major mechanical surgery to become a 10-foot tire. So it's 10 feet, not 25, Fun of Big Fun 5. And then 2007, number 7 was sold and now resides in Fun Spot in Kissimmee, Florida. So, and here she is. So this has been here since 2007. So they spent $500,000 to shoot that scene in Roadhouse. And again, they made the upgrades to this. In Roadhouse, it did not look like this. In Roadhouse, as you saw in the clip, and I'll show you the pictures, it had it was a Bigfoot truck, but it didn't have the tires on it the way it does now. And in Tango and Cash, the shell that they had on this thing, you wouldn't even have recognized it at all. So yeah, this just sits, and it's kind of an advertisement now for Fun Spot, which is a little amusement park next to Old Town. But this is wild. I always love the fact that this kind of stuff just sits here, and people really don't know the history of it. If you walk past it, of course they do have placards. They don't want you climbing. Here's the differential. Here's your rear differential. This is just wild. I actually grew up going here, and this was not here, of course, in 2007. Big Fun was not. It's just wild. Now, Patrick Swayze, I don't think he was in the scene where this happened. It was the Ford dealership guy. It was the guy that, funny enough, 2 guys from The Big Lebowski are in this. Sam Elliott and the mobster that runs the town, who hires the dude to run over poor Ford dealership guy. He was Jackie Treehorn in The Big Lebowski, which is great. I love little moments like that. But anyways, this is Big Fun, which of course used to be called Bigfoot number 7. Big Fun 7. They've renamed it. It was just a Bigfoot truck back then. It's an old Ford body at the top though, 80s model Ford. See, it's in a theme park. I wouldn't really call this a theme park. This is kind of like a mini theme park. It's called Fun Spot. They have a couple of fun spots here in the Orlando area. But when you walk into Old Town, which is like the little shopping area, you just walk right over and there's the truck just kind of hanging out next to a cotton candy stand. And a mouse coaster. It's a movie prop. Why not? So on the way back to the car, I'm going to take you guys to Old Town really quick because my girlfriend asked to stop by a shop that was selling a bunch of her favorite band's stuff. And one of her favorite bands is Ghost. So I figured I'd walk by for her real quick. She didn't want to get out of the car because we are actually on our way to the Orlando Aquarium to check out an Animal Crossing event. So we're going to do that first. Let's see if I can find my way through here without having any issues. But yeah, this is Old Town. It's a kind of a interesting, well, can't go that way. So I'm going to keep walking. It's an old 90s shopping center. And when I first started coming here as a kid, it actually was connected to a 1950s doo-wop place called Little Darling's Rock and Roll Palace. Of course, that's long gone. They tore that down. It was like a dance hall music venue where they would have like 1950s style music played and doo-wop. And if I recall, it was used in a Mickey Mouse Club episode. I'll include some video and photos of that, the 90s Mickey Mouse Club. And I've got another fun tidbit about that. My professor, I went to film school for my undergraduate degree before I became a middle school teacher. I went and got a master's degree, but my undergraduate degree was in film. One of my professors was actually the producer on the new Mickey Mouse Club with Justin Timberlake, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, and so many others. And actually, my textbook for that class was his book, one of his biographies, and he talked a lot about how he hated what Disney did on that new Mickey Mouse Club to those kids, and how it sort of, went into child labor issues and stuff. And as you can see, this classic car behind me, they're gonna be having their car show here tonight. But yeah, let's take a quick look at, I'm gonna show you the sign of pretty much all that's left of what used to be Little Darling's Rock and Roll Palace, which was over here to my right, which is now a Shoney's. And it was either over here where the Checkers is or where the Shoney's is. I don't recall. It's one of the two. But I'll show you some pictures of it. It was here in the 90s. Little Darling's Rock and Roll Palace. But yep, this is now, it looked very similar. The only thing they kept that looks like that now is the Old Town sign. Right here. So this is Old Town. So we're gonna walk right on in. Head back to the car. So I'd take you guys on this little adventure. And again, this is all what's left of it. It looks like the Shoney's is out of business too, actually. Yeah, it is. The Shoney's was right there. And it is now out of business. I think Little Darling's was over here where this Nathan's is, though. I don't recall. I cannot recall 100% if that's where it's at. I just spoke to that gentleman back there, and he was telling me that they are having a car show tonight, so perfecto. Might actually have to come by here after I'm done at the aquarium. But here's a little fun spot photo op here. Keep walking. Yes, this is the main drag into Old Town, which was a lot different when I was a kid. A lot different. This was mainly like old 1950s shopping and stuff. I mean, it's still kind of got that vibe, but not what it used to be for sure. All right, let me see if the shop is open. My girlfriend was asking me to check out real quick. Yeah, Tiki Jim's. That's open. It's pretty cool. Tiki theme shop. 40 years. In like mid to late 80s, I guess, they started this. all the shops you like was right down here next to the haunted house. I don't think it's open. Let's see. I do like double TV. Keep moving. Memento Mori, the Moreton Manor, their haunted house. I'll show you guys the outside of this thing. It's kind of fun. It's kind of neat, right? I don't see the horror boutique. It looks like it's closed. Oh man, yeah it is. Totally out of business. This is where they had all kinds of ghost stuff. It might even be just seasonal. Looks like the haunted house is still open. So we're gonna keep walking. So that's gonna do it for today. I didn't shoot an outro, just ran out of time. Had to go to another event. So I'll catch you guys on the next adventure with Chris. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment.